Me and Joe work with a lot of bands that do a lot of gigs. There's a lot of like playing in the same city, doing a free gig, and then the week after doing a gig that's £5 ticket, and then the week after doing a free gig, and then a week after doing a gig in a city that's nearby. And it's a really bad way of doing gigs. Most bands that you know that are big bands or local bands, but bands that are doing well, the way that they will do gigs will be they will do one gig in your hometown, maybe every 2 months, every 3 months. Big bands will do it maybe once a year, once every 2 years, and that's how you fill a gig. When you're first starting out, it feels as though you should gig a lot and that you should get yourself in front of a lot of people all the time, and a lot of the time it ends up with you playing gigs that aren't very full, that are pretty empty, maybe a few new faces, and you're thinking, oh, next time it'll be good. Next time there'll be a lot of people there. And then next time it's exactly the same. The one thing that I'm going to advise you to do to better improve your gigs and to get more people to your gigs is look for a gig that's been organised in 2 to 3 months time. Maybe even organise it yourself, and don't do any gigs up until that date. So say it's in 3 months time, you announce, we've got a gig in 3 months time, and for that 3 months or that 2 months, you plug it like mad. You tell everybody that you know about it. Every time you meet someone that's in a band or someone that's musical, you tell them about the gig. Maybe even have a few tickets with you in your back pocket or in a bag or whatever, so that if someone says, oh, I might be interested in that, you can go, poof, there's some tickets. This is a massive problem with free gigs, is tickets. A ticket is a really good way of getting someone to a gig because they have commitment. They have already paid £5, £4, whatever it is, they have already paid money to go and see you. Therefore, when it comes to that day, they're gonna go and see you because they've already invested money towards it. If you're playing a free gig, there's no commitment from the person who said, oh, I might come down. There is absolutely no commitment from them. They could quite easily just not turn up, and it's no loss on their half, it's loss for you because you haven't got anyone coming to the gig now. So if you book a gig in 2 months time, have it ticketed, have it for a small price. Even if you don't want to make money off of it, that's fine, just have it for a price so that people can invest in it. And people aren't going to complain for going to see your band for £2 or £3. That's an alright amount of money to go and see some acts. You might have come into this video thinking that I was going to give it a massive plan about this is how you get successful gigs. But honestly, there's so many different methods that you can do to have a successful gig. But really, the one thing that separates the good bands that fill gigs and the bad bands that play a lot of gigs is that they play a lot of gigs. Don't do it. Just don't put yourself through lots of free gigs. Play free gigs, that's fine. Just maybe big that one gig up. Maybe do the same thing of wait 2 months, have that 2 month period where you don't gig and then you play that free gig. Don't just treat each gig as a way to try and get more people to see you, because an attitude like that will end up that you aren't promoting each gig as effectively as you can. The best way to promote a gig is to do it over a few months. You can't do that with a lot of gigs in one town, because which one do you prioritise? Exactly. Just have one, then you can prioritise that. Me and Joe have chosen our October. We've actually done it on time this time. We've chosen our October playlist entries, and it's still October. Happy Halloween, by the way. This should be going out at Halloween, provided that I don't put it out the day after. So happy Halloween.
Ooh. Scary.
We should have no spooky theme, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Hang on, I've got something I can do.
While he's doing that, my entry is The Wonder Years, A Devil in My Bloodstream, or The Devil in My Bloodstream.
The Devil in My Bloodstream, it's called.
And what's yours, Joe?
Seven Nation Army by, not the White Stripes, by
It's the
Postman Jukebox.
Yep, the cover by Postman Jukebox. It's really good. I'd advise checking that out. I'll link all those up there, same as I always do.
Have you got a pen?
No. Also, let's do a vote, because we haven't done one of those in quite a while. Next week we are going to do a 30-minute song. Remember that we said we were going to do those? Yeah, we're going to keep doing that. So we're going to do a 30-minute song. But we have chosen 2 genres that we want you to choose which one we do. So we can either do a garage rock, which is like the Scott Pilgrim-y kind of band, the Sex Bomb kind of stuff, where it's kind of like raw sounding rock. Or like an experimental, like instrumental jazz kind of thing. But we're going to say less about that because we don't really know where we're going to go with that. So have a vote. Ooh. An out of focus ghost. Ooh. Garage rock or instrumental jazz. You choose.
Or we'll cover the Pokemon theme. Yeah, we will. We will. Yeah. There.
Happy Halloween!